Welcome everyone to our latest edition of the Spotlight series, designed to highlight true life heroes in neurology who through their actions exemplify the values of the American Academy of Neurology. I'm Dr. Jim Stevens, president of the AAN, and today it gives me great pleasure to speak with Dr. Deanna Saylor. Hi, Deanna.
Hello.
Dr. Saylor is a neuroinfectious disease specialist as well as neuroimmunologist who has a keen interest in global health and neurology, and in fact has been based in Zambia for the past 3 years. She works through Johns Hopkins University Healthcare System, and in 2020, she was a recipient of the Practice Research Training Scholarship, which she has used to help fund her work in Zambia, where she has had ongoing research collaborations and has been responsible for the education of young neurologists in that country. So Deanna, please share with us your inspirational story, a little bit about your background, your motivations, and perhaps a few lessons learned from your experience.
Great. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share my story today. I first became interested in global neurology as a medical student and actually spent 1.5 years living in Kenya at that time. And then as a resident at Hopkins, continued to pursue that interest with work with Dr. Ned Sachter in Uganda. And throughout all of those experiences, I really felt the research we were doing was important, but what also impacted me was realizing that there were no neurologists to take care of those patients when we left. And so I really resolved at that time that I wanted to continue to develop a career in global neurology, but what I really wanted to do was to actually set up neurology training in a place that had very few or no neurologists. And when I was during a final year resident and into my neuro-HIV fellowship at Johns Hopkins, I began partnering with Dr. Omar Siddiqui and Gretchen Burbeck, who already had a presence doing research in Zambia, and were trying to get a neurology residency program off the ground. And so I told them of my interest and said I would love to help lead that program. And as a junior faculty member, I was awarded a Fulbright Fellowship from the US State Department to go to Zambia for 2 years and begin the training program. So when I arrived in Zambia 3 years ago, the entirety of neurological care for this country of 18 million people was provided by 4 foreign neurologists from the US. There were no locally trained or Zambian neurologists in the country. And we launched our neurology residency program, which is 3 years of internal medicine, followed by 2 years of neurology training. We launched that in October of 2018. So I directed the first ever inpatient service in the country and the first ever training program. And just last week, we graduated our first class of neurologists. So we have 4 adult neurologists and 2 pediatric neurologists who are locally trained, local Zambian neurologists who will be able to continue to care for Zambians with neurological disorders for generations to come. We have another 5 residents in our program currently and expect to train at least 15 neurologists over the first 5 years of the program. So it's just been an incredibly rewarding experience. Our newly graduated residents are absolutely fantastic. They take great care of patients. They've become really interested in research and are generating locally relevant knowledge to improve the care of patients with neurological disorders. And thanks to support from the AAN, I've been able to stay beyond my Fulbright Fellowship to really continue to lead the program, but now to really work on mentoring our new leaders of the program, our local graduates, while I continue to build my own research portfolio here as well.
Oh, wow. Well, Deanna, again, thank you for sharing your inspirational story with our audience today. Your efforts tie so closely to the AAN values, particularly the value of integrity, where we set and maintain the highest ethical standards for ourselves and our programs, products, and services. And that, boy, are you an inspiration to all of us here. And that what a rewarding feeling it must be seeing those young trainees go out and be able to perform our passionate specialty that we love for those in Zambia. So for everybody, this wraps up this year's real life stories of our heroes in neurology. I thank you for joining me in the Spotlight series. And until we meet again, stay safe and stay strong.